Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called They Stalk You Because They're Jealous and Envious of You, okay? So we're going to get initials at the end of every pile too to verify this reading and who's coming through in this particular reading, okay? And we have oracle cards here, we have tarot cards, and we have 3 different piles, all right, for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 is the orange tea light. Pile number 2 is the red tea light. And pile number 3 is the yellow tea light. So close your eyes and take a cleansing breath. Release what no longer serves you. And go ahead and choose your pile today. What are you feeling today? Is it an orange kind of a day? Is it a red day? Is it a yellow day? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm feeling pretty blissful because I just got back from yoga. So I'm like, yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. And of course, we have the upcoming eclipse in Scorpio. I think the moon's already gone into Scorpio. I could feel it today. Before yoga, because I got in a really super feisty mood, which always happens to me when the moon goes into Scorpio. So always interesting. And for those of you that would like to catch me when I go live, just make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you hit the bell notifications. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm on all social media, so if you'd like to find me there, the links to my profile are below in the description box, including OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok, my other YouTube channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, and I'm just all over the place doing a lot of different things, so you can find me anywhere you want. And for those of you that would like a personal reading, if you're wondering, yes, I do personal readings, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, my darlings, and I'm gonna ring the bell here. Okay. Spirit be with us, right, as we forge our path here. I'm just going to turn on the air because it is heating up today in Central Texas. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the orange tea light, and today's reading is called They Stalk You Because They're Jealous and Envious of You or Your Life Path, okay? And we're going to look at people who do these kind of things, maybe through social media or other ways that they do that, okay? And we're just going to ask for Spirit to clear that energy for you today, okay? And we're going to be getting initials at the end of the pile, so stick around for that. And I do have a little tip jar on my channel as well. Definitely not mandatory, but much appreciated if you're enjoying the reading. There's a link in my description box. So let's do it, pile number 1. Oh, what was that? It was the tower. It literally just jumped. I'm like, oh yeah, that's familiar. Let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 1s, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 1s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. Okay, Spirit's telling me double stuffed Oreos or Oreo cookies, maybe something that has like an Oreo flavor. You know, you can get like milkshakes like that, but cookies, pile number 1. Get your cookie on, all right? It's better than a lot of other things, right? If you're a cookie addict, then you know that can be a lot better than some of the other things. But let's go ahead. I know I am pile number 1. I can barely keep any like Girl Scout cookies or anything in my house, especially those mint ones. What do you guys think of those? Like the mint chocolate cookies. Anyway, pile number 1. All right. Maybe some of you like that as a snack growing up, like cookies and milk as like a snack, or maybe your children enjoy that if you have kids. What else here for pile number 1, please? Okay, Spirit is showing me a coloring book and somebody like with a red crayon, like, you know, in a coloring book where it's like a picture of Cinderella, it's like blue and red. I'm seeing as colors right now around you, pile number 1, okay? And I'm seeing someone getting creative. I mean, there's adult coloring books too, but maybe you like to do that when you were younger. Maybe that's very relaxing for you. Possibly some of you in pile number 1 are very good with children. or maybe you have some type of work revolves around children or teaching, okay? But let's go ahead and see anything else, okay? I'm getting someone with like golden brown, like golden blonde brown hair. You know when it's like that type of golden type of color? It could just be talking about the golden energy around you. I feel like you guys were very like beautiful children, very creative, very self-directed. Like I feel like even as children, pile number one, like you had a light around you, a beautiful light around you, all right? That could have attracted people to you, but it could have also made them very jealous of you, all right? Let's go ahead and see what we get here. We have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is, you know, swiftness, and we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So people being truly, you know, envious or jealous because you know how to manifest things very quickly in your life, and you know how to push forward almost in any circumstance, pile number one, okay? And look at all the colors here, all the beautiful colors too. And I feel like you guys are very vibrant and very, and maybe you weren't always that way. Maybe sometimes some of you were social, but or shy, you know, like maybe you were shy when you were younger, but social getting older. And I feel like you guys are just really, you know, like bursting with light with this Eight of Wands, okay? And to some people, they may think that your journey's been easy or like whatever you want, you get. And that may be why you have some people around you who become jealous or envious, okay? And I'm getting an energy of someone saying like beating you to the punch, or people wanting to beat you to the punch, but you're already like 10 steps ahead of them. All right, pile number one. So let's go ahead and see. They stalk you because they're jealous and envious of your life path. We have love. Yes, I talked about that golden halo of love around you guys. And even from the time that you were a child, what beautiful. And with the orange tea light, the sacral chakra, right? And yeah, like your energy is being very uplifting and very loving. And because of that, with the Empress, I feel like people get jealous because they don't have that. They don't have love, or they don't have that light around them. See that golden light around the Empress there. And look at, she's pregnant, right? And I was talking about children too. And maybe some of you are very, very good with children, or you're just very blessed because of certain things that I feel like you guys have really taken ownership of and really tried to push forward in your life, okay? And you guys just have love and light and everything coming out of you, coming out of your heart chakra. And we'll see what else. We have Paradise, right? They stalk you because they're jealous and envious of your life path. We have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying. Maybe some of you have taken a trip, or you posted pictures of a trip. Maybe some of you are like falling in love, or you do have a very nice love in your life, or you have love around you. People thinking that you have it very easy and things happen to you very quickly. But this is their perception, okay? And they look at all the excitement around you with the Eight of Wands, all the love that you have, that you exude from you. And, you know, they want to be a part of that. They want to be in that with you. They want to be happy and expansive and joyful and playful, you know, like a child is very happy, expansive, joyful, and playful. All right. And they just don't have this in them. So they look at you and they're like, why can't I be like that? Or why can't I have that? All right. We have the dragonfly here. Be lighthearted, things coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. So you guys really, the dragonfly is like very spiritual, and you know, the dragonfly energy here too, finding out things and things coming to light. Okay, so maybe some of you found out some things about some people in your life, and you're like, yeah, certain things did come to light. Okay, we have the dragonfly, and also that lighthearted energy around you guys, being able to adapt and heal and love, even, you know, even through situations that have been very challenging. Pile number one. I am connected to the earth and all of life around me. Yeah, you are very light filled. You have a lot of blessings around you, pile number one, and maybe at times it didn't feel that way because the Empress is on the bottom of the deck, and you've had to really learn to put some boundaries here with the Seven of Wands so that you can really spend time, you know, working on the things that you want to work on. All right. So there's a lot of energy there for you guys around creativity, love, joy, happiness, like the inner child, expressing the inner child. Okay. And some people may be very jealous of you because you're good with kids, or you're good at bringing out that light-hearted, uplifting energy in others. And they can tell that you're very connected to Earth and everything around you. And some people just don't have that strong of a connection to their own inner temple, to their own inner joy. You know, we have the moon goddess Artemis here. So maybe some of you, like Artemis was the protector of children and animals, and she could be independent and on her own. And Artemis, the energy of Artemis is very much like the Eight of Wands. She's a very determined and efficient hunter. And those arrows like flying through the day or the night, okay? And being very connected to nature and Mother Earth as well. All right, pile number one, very interesting. We have the rising sun here with this Miracle of Isis deck, okay? A dark phase and a struggle is over for you, pile number one. A new phase is upon you. The Eight of Wands, love, a new phase is upon you. One of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness and persistence, right? The Eight of Wands, bold and persistent. I love that. Bold, persistent, energy. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. Is upon you, beloved, for the divine solar child. A new consciousness is born within you. All right? A new consciousness is born within you, and things coming to a light, adapting, changing, and healing. The rising sun, right? Like you guys, a dark phase is finally over, or is coming to a close for you, pile number one, and things are going to start happening fast for you in your life. And boldness and persistence has really paid off for you guys, or it's about to pay off. All right. And like your stock is rising, like with the rising sun, you're on the up, you're up and coming. I feel, pile number one. And this other energy is, you know, down, is down and declining, and your energy is up and coming. So we have channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world, and through which love reaches the world. With paradise, we can talk about, you know, creating heaven on earth. We can talk about, you know, feeling very relaxed and feeling very comfortable with ourselves, and being that divine channel. Okay, so you guys are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world, and they want, you know, they don't have that. These people that treat you this way, pile number one, they don't have that. All right. And I feel like you guys at this point don't even really care about who these people are or what they're up to or what they're doing, because I feel like you guys are just too busy living your best life, or you're just too busy enjoying what's around you and connecting. It's like discovering your inner child. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to sniff the flowers. I feel love around me. This type of energy. We have celestial teacher. Yeah. So you guys are celestial teachers in your channels, and you are, with the dragonfly, you are highly spiritual, and you do have the ability to channel and heal yourself, and to channel this very lighthearted, loving, spiritual energy. Okay, and look at this golden light right there right between her throat chakra and her heart chakra. So really being really being that person that can communicate very effectively. Eight of Wands, like, you know, what you see, what you want, being a power manifester, pile number one. Very cool. You're a celestial teacher. And when I think of the celestial sphere, I think of, you know, the stars and the zodiac and etc. Maybe some of you are into astrology, and you love helping other people, and you love helping other people shine and rise up. And it's very beautiful, pile number one. It's very, very beautiful. We have here, adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So we can talk about adapting and changing and adjustments being required. And, you know, I think you guys have worked through some of these adjustments already. And like I said, I feel like you guys take to heart the advice that you get from spirit, or your personal connection to spirit is very strong, very meditative, very strong, okay? And if there's adjustments to be made, you'll make them, okay? And you're able to do that because you can adapt, you can change. You are very vibrant with this Eight of Wands, all right? And you can adjust yourself and your life as necessary. Other people don't really have that kind of adaptation or adaptability and the ability to kind of be lighthearted and be loving and be gracious about life. Like, so many people don't really have that. And some of you here, because we have all this adapting and changing and all of that, some of you here could be mutable signs. The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius, okay? So some of you could have that heavy in your chart as well. Maybe even Sagittarius with this Eight of Wands here, which is a Mercury and Sagittarius card. All right, and we have here eclipse in Capricorn and a new direction, okay? So reevaluate what success is for you. And having a new direction, maybe when it comes to your work or to your goals or the things that you would like to accomplish for yourself, okay? I feel like the next 7 years with the number 7 here with Celestial Teacher, the next 7 years are going to be like very different, strangely different, and very different from the energies that you might have felt before, okay? And I think you guys are gonna see things from a new perspective, and it's gonna help you move faster and move quicker, okay? And maybe some of you have taken a new direction with your work or your career. We also have card 34 here. So some of you could be around age 34, or maybe something happened around age 34. But it's like, what does success mean to me? And do I really want to, you know, do I really want to take it in that direction, okay? Or not? It's like, I'm tired of this, mister. What's that movie from where, or maybe it's this song, I don't know, but it's like a little kid being like, I'm tired of this, mister, or something like that. I'm just seeing that right now. So maybe some of you have felt that energy, okay? And I feel kind of like a tightening right now in my heart chakra and in the back, like the center of my back, okay? Like it's a little hard to get a breath. So maybe you guys have been very bold and persistent, and it's time to relax and adapt to a new way of life, pile number 1, okay? We have here alchemical mutation, card 31. So we have 34 and 31. And, you know, look at this, like a bird set free over here, pile number 1, and opening our arms up. And it's like we're working and we're focused and we're concentrated. And then it's like, boom, shift, change, boom, shift, change, this type of energy. You know, and I feel like people get very jealous and stalkery towards you, pile number 1, because you're already off to the races. You've already opened your arms up to the next thing. You know, there's such a thing in life as being driven by hope and boldness and audacity, you know, and I feel like other people, they don't have the guts to do that. Like, as they say, no guts, no glory, or they don't have an open enough mind, energy, or heart to really embrace, you know, the things that you can embrace. And that can drive some people really crazy. I'm gonna read a little bit of this card 31 for you guys, okay? It says, your spiritual growth is changing your mind, body, and soul. Yeah, these changes that have been happening. It is very real. It is helping you fulfill all aspects of your divine destiny. It is awakening spiritual talents and attracting new energies to you, right? Love, paradise, Eight of Wands. It's attracting new energies to you, pile number 1. This process will bring you tremendous joy and success and satisfaction. Joy, oh my God, paradise, right? Joy, expansion. It's very Jupiterian, I feel, for you, pile number 1. Maybe some of you are getting ready to go and you have Jupiter in Aries and you're going to be having a Jupiter return. But let's see what else here. Radiance, your radiance is increasing. Your lightness of being is increasing. Okay. If you have clairvoyant vision, you will see an increase in light, as though the person is actually lit up from within. They are. That's exactly what I was talking about. Pile number 1, about you being lit up from within and people seeing that around you and seeing that halo of light around you. And it is straight up noon right now, pile number 1 on my clock. So 12 noon. And it's like something waking up here for you guys. Spiritual abilities become grounded in the body, and the person can channel their healing energy just as naturally as they would set a dinner table. Wow, pile number 1. The spirit becomes a living reality in the body, and the material world is experienced as an extension of divine light. This alchemy is an empowering gift of love. There's love right there. Symptoms of this process can be at times be challenging. There may be headaches and other aches and pains, flu-like symptoms, and nearly overwhelming fatigue that can last for days and then suddenly vanishes with a new surge of energy. Yeah, with the 8 of Wands, a new surge of energy. And I feel like for those of you that have been feeling kind of lethargic, or you've been having weird headaches all the time, or you've just been feeling extremely heavy, like very Saturnian, I feel like here we go with the 8 of Wands with this lightness, okay? Yeah, these simple practices. So taking some simple practices, including getting rest, additional sleep, is a powerful way for the body and mind to heal and repair, integrate, and reorganize. Allow time for physical exercise, which can help release excess energy, especially if you tend to feel mentally congested. And I can relate with that so much, pile number 1, like feeling mentally congested with our thoughts, right? You can do this by sitting in a shade or a room that feels cool and relaxing, and cooling your hands before an air conditioner or a fan, and then using your fingertips to transfer cool and healing energy by lightly touching your chest. Wow, that's really interesting. I've never heard of that, pile number 1. Maybe you can try that and let me know if that feels relaxing to you. Here's a mantra for you, an invocation for you, pile number 1. I call upon the beings that love me unconditionally, and ask for divine grace, protection, information, assistance, intervention, and healing in all ways now as I change alchemically. May my body and mind be supported and recover with divine assistance. I celebrate the alchemy that light creates, and with kindness, I allow for it to unfold in my body, mind, and soul, according to the guiding divine hand of love. May all those on the path of love and light be assisted to walk their path with as much joy and as little suffering as possible. Yeah, with the paradise here, through my own free will and divine grace. So mote it be. All right, pile number 1, that's excellent. And let's go ahead. I want to let's get it 1 tarot card here and see if there's any other advice for you regarding your transformation, I feel like. And it's like, I don't even feel like you guys even really care that much about people who, you're too busy like opening your heart and living your life, okay? So let's go ahead and see. For some of you, I'm getting the people that stalk you may be jealous exes of the person that you used to be with, or people that you used to be with, okay? Because you're such, like I said, you have such a divine glow about you that I feel like some of these exes of, current partners of your past partners of your exes get very intimidated by this energy from you, okay? And I don't even know if you guys even know how much you actually get noticed, or how much these people are kind of in this energy about you, okay? Like flustered, or like, I can see pile number 1 is a rising sun and a rising star and taking off, but what about me? Anyway, let's see pile number 1. Let's see any last advice here from Spirit before we get on to the initials. Any last advice here from Spirit for pile number 1? Ace of Wands. Wow, that's really, and we have the Hangman here talking about, on the bottom of the deck, talking about, patience and persistence, but also talking about adapting to situations and healing. But also the other side of that is maybe feeling like things are in slow motion and that they're not moving for you, which I think with this Ace of Wands, look at this eclipse coming up here in the full moon in Scorpio as a time here to completely, make any adjustments that need to be made here and ground into what you want to do. And maybe I'm trying to spend 5 minutes every day meditating to start with, pile number one, and having that clear head and that clear channel. Also, for those of you that have a lot of excess thoughts and you have a lot going on mentally, maybe there's a need to kind of burn off some of that mental energy, that excess mental energy with physical activity, right? Because the wands represent that. I mean, you could say the pentacles represent it too, but I'm talking about the fast, quick, physical activity. The Ace of Wands represents an outpouring of energy, and it's very yang. So I feel like if for those of you that have been kind of like feeling unmotivated or uninspired, I feel like get ready to mount up, pile number one, mount your trusty steed, okay? So let's go ahead, especially for my Sagittarians, right? Mount up, baby, it's time to go, all right? So let's go ahead and see here. Let's get some initials. And if you guys are curious about who these people are that maybe look at you this way, or if you want to see your initials here, let's just go ahead and get some initials for pile number one, please. Okay, we have J and we have, an X. Wow. Okay, so definitely like if you have anyone with J in your life, first name, middle name, last name, or I'm also getting the name Jamie here, okay? Like the name Justine too, okay? But anyway, so what I see here is there are energies around your exes with this letter X here, and people that you've like X'd out of your life or you've completely moved on from, but they're still trying to kind of like, linger in your energy. We have Joy, baby, joy. All right. We have Joel, Jol, jolly. Okay. Jolly Joel. All right. Joel isn't so jolly when he thinks about losing pile number one, okay? Also the name John, I feel like is trying to kind of come through here too. Laugh out loud, joy, LOL, joy, all that type of stuff, okay? Showing up for you guys here. And so thinking about who these people might be. I mean, maybe you're not even that interested, pile number one. You're like, I'm on my own bullshit, which is the good stuff, okay? Let's see what else here. We have I love J, okay? Something, all right? Something here about that. Stitch and Lilo, do you guys know that show? I feel like Lilo is here, or that cartoon. We have a W, okay, W. Like someone really wondering what's going on, okay, with you, I feel, pile number one. We have a D. What would Jesus do? Maybe someone here who is Christian, or someone who works, we have the DOJ, so someone who works in a legal profession. Lottie-dottie, we like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody, right? Pile number one, I feel like that's your guys' anthem. We have an A here, okay? Dad, D-A-D. So how does that resonate for you guys? Do you guys feel, for those of you that were close to your father, do you feel their energy, especially for those of you that have lost a father, do you feel their energy with the celestial teacher supporting you from the other side? For some of you, this could also be an indication for that if you had troubled relationships with your dad, that they are a person that is, that has done this whole thing of jealousy, etc. Okay, so you know what it is, pile number one. You know what it is. We have a lad, L-A-D, ever since you were a young lad. Yeah, interesting. Is Aolia, is that a name? Alia? Okay, maybe it's a name in a different, we have Dali, like Salvador Dali. I was talking about drawing, painting, art. That's so interesting. Maybe some of you are into Salvador Dali. Okay, we have L and A, so we could have LA, like Los Angeles or Louisiana. We have K, all right? I feel like we have the word lake here, so maybe you would go to the lake with your father. I'm actually feeling some good energy towards your father, pile number one, but you know, you're all like, I mean that they had good energy towards you or they wish good things for you, but you tell me. I mean, I know that's not going to be the case for everyone, but take it as it resonates, okay? We have Leela here. Let's see. Let's see what else for letters, Spirit. What else for letters here? Okay. We have M. Okay. So M-A, mad. All right. Dad is mad. Okay. For those of you that had a father that was angry all the time or would stomp around the house or, you know, that type of thing, I feel like, you know, take it as it resonates, pile number one, if it makes sense. Dad is mad, because I am seeing that mad. And I also feel like people get mad at you because you're very jolly, Joll, you know, I, or Jolie. We could also have Jolie here, like Angelina Jolie. But, you know, Angelina Jolie had a really crappy father, okay? So I'm just going to, you know, maybe look up their relationship. But, she ended up cutting him off, I think. But anyway, we have a Y here, daddy, D-A-D-D-Y. Okay, something about that for you guys, okay? For sure. Or it could have been like a father figure in the family, but I feel like we have Cody. We're missing the C here, but we could have Cody. We also have lady, okay? Anyway, we have lay. We have laid down. We're just missing the N, but we have lay down. So it's like people wanting you to not get up and be vibrant, right? Or maybe sometimes you guys have felt like you needed to lay down recently. I feel like we have the word laugh. We're just, well, almost, right? But laugh and be jolly is what I feel like here. We also have Haley, what looks like Haley to me here. We could also have Holly, all right? And yeah, interesting. We have Kia Sophia, or a Kia. Someone could drive a Kia here. We have you, all right? Honey, H-U-N-Y. You're a honey, pile number one. You truly are a honey. You're a hunty and you're a honey and all of that. And some people are just not, you know, They just get weirded. I don't know what happens. Do they get weirded out by it, or they think that it's an act or something? I don't know, pile number one, but it's not an act. It's really who you are, okay? And yeah, what's interesting, the name Hal is here. Hal reminds me of that movie, Shallow Hal, or whatever, Shallow Hell. Some people live in a shallow hell, pile number one, and therefore they're just not as connected to what's going on, and truly they are in a shallow hell. So that's why they stalk and become envious. We have day here, day. Yeah, we could have Monday or Wednesday, I feel like. But that's what I'm getting for you. Beautiful, pile number one, okay? Really see yourself as beautiful and reevaluate. You're moving in a new direction, so you're gonna be reevaluating what success is for you, all right? And I do feel you guys are on a spiritual path, pile number one. So let me know how that reading resonated for you, my dears, and let me know if you saw anyone's name in there and you realized, yeah, that person is kind of, you know, weird towards me at times. It could be, you know, they stalk you because they're jealous and envious of your life path, pile number one, as I said. Thank you so much, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I really appreciate the thumbs up and your comments. I read every single one of the comments, and I love every comment. Thank you so much, everybody, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and the reading is called They Stalk You Because They're Jealous and Envious. And I feel like my troublemakers are in pile number 2. Maybe you guys are like, yeah, I know it, or I don't know. I feel like someone blew it with you lately, pile number 2, or they blew their cover, or they messed up, or they blew it with you, all right? And it could be a relationship situation where someone blew it or they did something and you're like, F that, you know? And this could be one of these people that's coming up here. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so Spirit is giving me the initials LP, okay? They're also saying Dwayne Wayne Johnson. Isn't that a wrestler? Dwayne Wayne Johnson or something. Maybe that Dwayne Wayne or Johnson is some type of letters or something. All right, pile number 2. I'm not going to question why I get things. I'm just going to go with it. So pile number 2, let's go ahead and find out. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 2s who come here today seeking your guidance, please. Thank you so much, Spirit, for allowing me to be the medium in the channel as well. And we have initials here, pile number 2, so we'll do those at the end. Don't let me forget. It's like you're right here with me saying, don't forget the initials, Natalie, okay? Spirit is showing me like monkey and banana, like monkey eat banana, or something like that. We have the hangman. Yeah, somebody who blew it with you because, I mean, you're with the Queen of Pentacles, we could have Capricorn energy here, but I feel like there's been times in your life when you've been worried about people or stressed out. And I feel like lately it's just like if, you're not going to stress me out and you're not going to worry me I'm taking control of this. And I do feel like some of you could have said something to someone and it was like, whoa, like it was a real zinger with the tower here too, with the Page of Swords and the tower. And they were really surprised by the way that you said something or approach something. I'm also feeling like you telling someone to kind of move and get out of your way. And maybe that's with this hangman here. It's like, okay, if you're not going to contribute or you're just going to kind of sit there, then like either move or get out of, or maybe you want someone to like move or get out of your life or move away. But it's like, stop hanging around me at this point. You blew it. I don't care. Okay. So I'm kind of getting this energy, pile number 2. And I have to say, I like it. You know how I like that energy. Spirit is showing me something cream or like a cream color. It could be a shirt or a dress, or I feel like it's like nice material or expensive material, but Spirit is showing me something like cream colored. And I'm also heard two-toned, like something that's two-toned and cream colored. Or maybe you're just having cream in your coffee right now. Who knows? Pile number 2. But let's see what else. Hopefully you're not drinking it late at night or watching this late at night, drinking coffee. But let's go ahead and see what else for pile number 2, please. Okay, I just heard like I'm gonna whip this person into shape, or this situation is kind of gonna get whipped into shape. Okay, so I feel like some of you might have Spirit's showing me a whip. So I'm like, okay, someone got their butt whipped. By you, pile number 2, was that you? Or did you get out the whip on someone, pile number 2? Let's see what else. I also feel like people wanting to like dominate or control situations with you at times by not responding or not reacting or not because silence and not interacting can be a way of trying to dominate or control a connection, a relationship at work, right? Like people can use the silent treatment to try to dominate and control other people or to try to get a reaction from them emotionally. All right. And maybe some of you have had, because maybe at times you could be a hothead, at times pile number 2. So maybe you've been around people that can be that way. Or just get very ignoring. All right. And yet they still hang around, you know, and yet they still can't let go. And yet they still have feelings, right? The hangman is primal water. So it's like the feelings are still there. But anyway, let's go ahead, and it's like they can't have you. It's like, I don't want you, but I can't have you. It's this type of energy. So let's go ahead and see. We have happiness here. Yeah. So you're good. You're like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to let this get on my nerves anymore, and I'm not going to let it dissuade me from feeling my happiness in life, okay? And you're like, fine. Like, I feel like you guys are relaxing a little bit, and you're like, fine, if that's how you want to be, okay? We have sunglasses. So again, look at these sunglasses staring at you, being happy and enjoying your life, watching, looking, stalking, all right? And some people focusing way too much on you and what you're doing instead of taking care of their own life, right? And it's really just slowing them down at the end of the day, pile number 2. And I feel like, you know, this is a huge indication with these sunglasses that people can see that you're focusing on yourself and focusing on your happiness, and it is bothering some people. Also with this gaslighting energy of someone coming back around, and maybe you've had a habit of this, of people trying to dominate or control or, you know, withhold from you as a way to kind of gain control over you. Because I think on a fundamental level, these people don't know that they're good enough for you, pile number 2. So they're trying to somehow control the energy. But then they try to come back, or they try to like still hang around in your world in some way. And they may try to gaslight you and tell you like, oh no, you know, like it's 12:22 right now, 222 and pile number 2. Okay. 1 2 2 2. Anyway, I feel like these people are like, hey, you know, like trying, like, all I want is what's best for you, right? With this happiness, or, you know, coming up with excuses, this type of energy. All right. And maybe even like twisting your mind a little bit at times, pile number 2. But I mean, whatever, like you keep living your life and you keep focusing on you, right? These people are not looking within. You're just trying to be happy and live your life. These people are looking out and they're not looking within. And that's why they have no growth potential. Okay. And I feel like you guys are focused on your spiritual growth, pile number 2. So we have soulmates. Yeah. People popping back in, people that you've had a soul contract with, or you've had a partnership with, or it could be even friends as well. But I am feeling like ex-lovers in particular who like realize when it's too late and then try to come back and be close to you. And it's like, hey, you know, like, and being very jealous when you find another person. Like some of you guys could be finding someone that you really care about, or you're dating, or you're enjoying yourself, and you're getting, and these people feeling very jealous of your happiness, feeling very jealous of, you know, the fact that someone else loves you or that they can't love you, you know? And I think it's a huge insecurity for them to see you happy and with other people, or to just know that that's something that could exist for you. And I feel like it really can, pile number 2. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, and that could be something that you've really had to work on, pile number 2, like self-acceptance, your own happiness, and not basing your opinion or your happiness on your opinion of yourself on other people, or your own happiness on whether other people are with you or not, you know? And so I feel like this is something that you're really focusing on right now. And, you know, I feel like you guys are laughing because, you know, like these people's energy are still, you know, they're still up in it. But I mean, your eyes are closed and you're smiling, like you're focusing within, I feel, pile number 2. We have the key of life here. Ooh, I like it. The Ankh. Look at the Ankh that Isis is carrying here. The Ankh portends new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction. The spirit of the mighty waters, the hangman, and happiness. Okay, don't give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction. And some of these people wish that you would flow in their direction because they can see that you're getting it right. Okay, but it's a little too late, right? What's that song? It's a little too late. It's a da 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 da. It's a pop song. It's a little too. Let me see if I can get the words. It's a little too late. If you guys know the song, you can write it below. You are flowing in the right direction and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. Yeah, don't hold back at all. Pile number 2. If you feel an emotion, let it run through you and come back to your core center. Okay, and the key to life is saying here, there's new life being born through you now. And yeah, and I feel like there's always a phase where we're unsure or when we just have to kind of flow with things and trust the universe. And I feel like you guys have been doing this and working on that and searching deep within self, okay? And some of these other people, they're not at that level and they're not doing that kind of self-analysis. They're just trying to kind of bring you back into the fold. We have ascension. Yeah, your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this, okay? The hangman is also evolving into higher states of consciousness, okay? And opening one's heart to like the cosmic, the cosmic knowledge and the cosmic knowing, and emptying out the head emptying out your mind to receive, information, and turning your world around in order to find yourself, right? This is like the whole find yourself type of pile, okay? And I feel like you guys are on this path and you're ascending right out of these people's lives from your past, pile number 2, and they can see it. We have patience here. Yeah. So this patient energy of, I know that I'm going to be happy within myself, and I know at some point I'm going to meet a beautiful soulmate. And in the meantime, I'm going to love myself, and I'm not going to I'm not going to let these people like affect me or affect my perception of myself. Okay. And I feel like you guys are maybe you're not always patient, or you haven't been in the past, but I feel lately with the hangman and happiness, you guys are like, I want to be in a soulmate connection. I want to feel that deep soul contract with someone that's very positive and loving. And I can be patient for that. I'm not just going to jump at whatever, loser comes my way. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. We have a fiery climax approaches, a full moon in Aries. All right, pile number 2. That's what I was saying, that fiery climax that you've been patiently waiting for. And I feel like some of you are due to meet someone special in your life that's going to, change your life direction in a positive manner. But I also feel like you guys have been, calling shit out with this fiery climax. Like you guys are like, hey, I'm not going to wait around for my happiness. I'm not going to wait around for this person. And maybe some of you called someone out, okay? Or you said, fine, if that's the way it is, then I'm out, all right? And I feel like, these people, they watch you and they stalk you from a distance because some of them may even be afraid of you. Like after you call them out or after you realize what's happening, I feel like it's hard for them to do anything because some of them may actually be a little bit scared of approaching you after, you just saying, hey, I'm not going to do that, right? And the gaslighting isn't going to work anymore. We have here Sun in Virgo and Endeavor. You reap what you sow. Yeah, baby. My pile number 2s. Okay, we could have some Aries and Virgos here. And for signs, you may have Aries or Virgo in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with someone or you dealt with people in the past. But, you reap what you sow, right? And there's times in life when we feel like we're hanging on for dear life, and other times hanging on to our sanity for dear life, and then other times when we're being enlightened and we're ascending. And I feel like that's what's happening. But there are people around you, or there are people that have been close to you in the past that are understanding that they reap what they sow, okay? And yeah, so you guys are patient and waiting for, you know, the right situation for you, and attending to yourself every day and healing yourself every day and working on yourself with the Sun in Virgo here, endeavoring and working on your own self, right? But these other people aren't working on themselves like you are, okay? And I feel like you're telling these people, like, going once, going twice, you know, fine, you reap what you sow, you missed your opportunity. We have here the power of the divine masculine. Yeah, I feel like some of you have been dealing with, maybe you could be dealing with a man or a woman, but you're dealing with some divine masculine energy that is very cowardly and is very, you know, just doesn't know how to take the lead, is very cowardly, doesn't know how to go after what they want, hasn't developed the self-confidence to truly walk in this world like the way that you've had to do, pile number 2, okay? Or some of you could be dealing with some very toxic divine masculine energy as well, okay? But we have card number 10 here with the power of the divine masculine. And I think, you know, whether you're a man or a woman looking for a man or a woman, it's like, I want to be with somebody, because we all have divine masculine within. I want to be with somebody who's sure about what it is that they want. I want to be with someone who can, you know, lead and direct and take the reins. And I don't need them to take the reins all the time, but I do need somebody, and I do need people in my life who, you know, aren't afraid to get close to me and can really maintain like the cadence in a relationship and don't hang back forever, you know? And so this kind of power of the divine masculine, I feel like you guys have this power within you too. And that's why I feel like these people have annoyed you so much. And you're too smart for them anyway, pile number 2. Like, you're not gonna fall for the gaslighting. And the divine masculine knows how to focus out and focus on what they want, but without losing their center. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and read this number 10, divine masculine, and then we will do initials and things like that, okay? I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but let's just see. As an empowering energy seeks expression from within. Yes, pile number 2, your empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you up consciously into chosen action, greater discipline, and focus. It's time to end the frustrating, repeating old patterns. Yeah, with these people who bow out and try to come back in and tell you gaslighting, whatever, coming in and out of your life, these types of patterns, you know, because they always end up coming back, or they always end up still somehow hanging in your energy. And it's like, they need to get out of here and feel, okay, you are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focused on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable. Absolutely, your endeavors and your success is inevitable, all right? The divine masculine in you knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, habit, person, or situation. The divine masculine energy exists within all men and women. It rallies the spirit, and it responds in times when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed by too many choices or demands. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice and priority setting. Yeah, choice and priority setting. I'm not really gonna make these people a priority, or I'm gonna choose to make myself a priority, and I'm gonna choose to move my agenda forward, which I think is something really healthy for you, pile number 2, okay? It refuses to be distracted, and the divine masculine within refuses to be distracted and keeps you from being dissuaded from your life purpose. The divine masculine is growing within you now. It is the spiritual light that reveals the truth without filters or veils. Yeah, it's edgy. It's edgy with this fiery climax, and you know, it reveals the truth without filters or veils, right? And the Hangman can be where truth is being veiled or being filtered in the negative sense, okay? Like where, you know, the whole myth about the Hangman is Odin on, you know, Odin hanging and then having his eye poked out so he can see more, this type of thing. But it's like this feeling of being blind within, and I feel like you guys like are breaking that, okay? If there's any stagnancy, waiting around in situations, this types of things, I feel you guys are breaking from this, all right? Let it help you discern what is best for you and give you the courage to act on it. Let it help you sort out what is true and what is an illusion. Let it help you dedicate your time and energy to what has most meaning for you. It will empower you to claim success in what matters to you most. The Divine Masculine overcomes procrastination, right? And you guys dealing with some people who like to procrastinate a lot or who like to hang back a lot and then come, you know, this type of thing. It's like, no, 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 okay? I'm not playing that game, all right? Divine Masculine energy empowers each leading light to lovingly assert him or herself in the world, okay? It supports us in standing up for what has meaning to the heart while lovingly but firmly saying no when we need to, okay? It's like, yeah, you know, and maybe some of you guys saying no to people, like saying, you know, I'm doing my own thing and I'm kind of like saying no to certain things here, and other people getting very agitated about that, all right? It says an invocation here is, I call upon the unconditionally loving Divine Masculine within me. I respect, honor, and need you. I release past pain and how we related to each other. We are blessed with divine love and healing now. Help me to have courage and self-belief to live my truths and be open about who I am. I honor your strength and power within me. I know that for every dream the divine has placed in my heart, so too has equal measure of confidence, intelligence, strength, and the capacity has been placed into my soul. I choose to have the courage of my convictions and to journey within to find whatever I need to bring to my light fully into the world. May all beings be supported in overcoming pain relating to the masculine principle. Yeah, you know, like overcoming pain relating to the masculine principle. Okay, pile number 2. So this is a healing within you, and I'm getting like major chills right now. I feel like my energy is getting very light. So I also think you working through this energy and becoming empowered is going to bring you a true soulmate, okay? It's really gonna bring you a true healthy soulmate. So keep working on yourself, pile number 2. And if these people try to worm their way back into your life, you know what to do. You know how to say no, okay? And they may be jealous and envious of people that you're talking to or people that you're getting to know or people that you're with because they missed the fucking boat with you, all right? And, you know, that's their problem. Frankly, pile number 2, it's not your problem, okay? So let's go ahead and see, what does pile 2 need to know about people hanging around pile number 2 because they're jealous and envious? What does pile number 2 need? The Justice. Cut it right out, right? No thanks, motherfucker. Justice. It's like, I see you. This coward hiding behind their sunglasses, or this coward, you know, like playing with your energy and, you know, acting like they want to be with you, then backing up, or these types of things, or withholding and not being honest with you. Like, Justice Divine demands honesty and is very authoritative, okay? And it's like, I will get what I want because I will cut out what isn't meant for me, okay? And everyone thinks Justice, like Libra energy, is like very sweet or nicey nice, but they don't understand the severity that sometimes the sword of justice comes with, okay? And it's like, I'm measuring you up to my standards, and if you don't meet them, you're out of here, because my mind is clear and I know what I need to do and I have my principles, and the way you're treating me doesn't add up to my principles and what I want, so get out, you know? And I feel like this kind of like cutting off or saying get out of my space or get out of my life is you know, these people trying to kind of resurface or hang out in your energy. And it's like, I don't think so. Okay. With justice is like, no way. Okay. Justice is very fair and loving and all of that. But if you take too many liberties with her, you know, it's game over. And I feel like that's what's been going on with you guys. All right. And a lot of people don't like this, that you're just like getting more fiery, or you're getting more into your logic side, or you're getting more into your divine masculine energy. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. They don't like this because it doesn't benefit them. Okay. And they may be like, well, it's not fair. Like, I did whatever. And it's like, no more room for debate. I understand what's going on here. Okay. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So powerful stuff. Pile number 2. We have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So this is you. This is your beautiful Empress energy, and your ability to create the life that you want and not get stuck with people that are frank. And these people are intimidated, right? They're withholding. Look at the Empress with the 4 of Pentacles. They're withholding because they don't have what it takes to really, really be with you. Okay, pile number 2. And I think you guys know this by now. And I think the more discerning and quicker you get about, you know, not waiting for people to change, cutting shit off, moving forward, thinking logically, you know, all of this type of divine masculine energy, it's gonna get you to this 10 of Pentacles soulmate situation. It's going to, you know, radical honesty with yourself and the people around you, and having standards and principles for yourself is going to deliver to you the mature connection that you're looking for. So pile number 3, we're not little boys or little girls anymore, are we? We're mature adults, and we know what is right for us, and we know what is healthy for us, okay? And if you need to call someone out, you will. Pile number 2, okay? So, you know, and people not liking that you're making different choices about what you want for your life and what you're aiming for, you know? And so that's why they do this, okay? And let's go ahead and see here. Let's get some initials for pile number 2 to verify, you know, these stalkers or these people. When I say stalk, I don't mean to scare people, but you know what I mean. They're just, I mean, some people do actually stalk, but pile number 2, you know what I mean. You know, it's like, get out of my energy field and stop, you know, watching everything I do. So let's go ahead and see here. And it's too late, you know, it's too late. And we have a K and an E. It's too late to keep you, you know, the time has already passed. We have a T. Takers, you know, a lot of takers. It's over for the takers. We have jet K or jet, you know, maybe some of you taking a plane or going somewhere. But I also just feel like with justice and jet, it's just like quick to the logical, you know, conclusion, okay? And we have ET here too, extraterrestrial pile number. ET, just kidding. You're an alien, JK, pile number 2. Maybe you are. All right, let's get some more letters here for pile number 2. We have I, time, right? It's just take with the hangman, you know, patience, right? We have the hangman and patience, just reaching our goals, because I do feel you guys have high standards for yourselves now. It just takes time, right? And it takes commitment, and it takes determination, and it takes time. And I feel like, you know, we have kite here, that sense of freedom. We have an A, so we have eat or ate. Yeah. It's like, I'll eat you alive. I'll eat that up. You know, I feel like people also like eating it up when you post pictures or do updates. They're like eating it up, and it's like, well, whatever. You know, we have tea here. Tea. Okay, so maybe some of you like to drink tea. We have eating and having tea. We have an N. Neat. You're so neat, right? I feel like your minds with justice is very neat. It's like, yeah, done. You know, yeah, no thanks. Yeah, my happiness is more important. I'm going to be fine, right? We have the name Nate here, We also have the name Nat, or could be my name, Natalie here, but take it as it resonates. And I know I'm not the only Nat in the entire world, okay? I feel like these people can't really tame you, and they know it, and that's why they're trying to control things with you. And, you know, like, they don't really have what it takes to be in a true connection with you the way that, you know, mature, responsible people with justice and the 10 of Pentacles that are trying to create a life or a family or a future, like, they don't really have what it takes to hang with you on that level. We have man here, man. So again, the divine masculine, right? And there's tame, you know, it's like a tame man, a tame man, which is fine if somebody is spiritual and tame and meditating and all of that, but there's a time and place for timid energy, right? And I feel like you guys are just like, you know, I don't mind if somebody is like really chill or calm or whatever, but when they better know what they want, they better be able to make decisions and that type of stuff. We have name here, the word name, okay? What's that song by the Google Dolls? And I will tell them your name, and I will tell them your name, okay? But anyway, I mean, interesting. We have Matt, M-A-T-T, okay? The name Matt. And we have mate, and we have the soulmate here, soulmate. We have an I, and then we have M. Okay, I am, you know, it's like I am this is what I want, okay? Okay, I am a man, right? For those of you who are men watching this, or for those of you women trying to draw on your divine masculine energy, it's like, I got this. I know what it is, okay? And let's see what else here. Let's see what else here for letters. We have Q, okay? Some of you here could identify with the LGBTQ community as well. Very nice. Pile number 2, if that's you, and sending lots of love to you. We have a W, wake. I am awake. I am, there's a difference between being I'm awake and I'm weak. I'm awake or I'm weakened, right? And I feel at times you guys dealt with a very weak man. We have W-E-A-K, and then we have a weak man. I am a weak man, okay? Some of you dealt with people like that. And, you know, you guys are just moving beyond that, because it says I am wake, or I am woke, or I am awake to what's going on around me, all right? I got it. I got the lesson. All right, and we have Jamie. The name Jamie is here too. I see that. Jean, the name Jean is here. Maybe some of you, your mother or aunt or cousin or someone named Jean. Yeah, it's like, I just like people weaning themselves off of you, but still trying to hang in your energy. Pile number 2, there's some energy here of weaning off something, okay? And I feel like you know, some of the ways that you can get your logical faculties up and moving for some of you may be writing, okay? And that may be really helpful for you guys. It's like I am a weak man, so some of you dealing with some of that fuckery, okay? We have W-O, and we have woman, right? Look at that, woman and man, right? What are the roles around men and women? And who does what? Right? And how does this all work out anyway? Win and one. I feel like with Justice and the 10 of Pentacles, you are going to win, and you have won in the long run, okay? We have not, N-O-T. So this person has not won, and they know they have not won. You won and they have not won. You know, I won and then not won. All right. So they didn't win you. At the end of the day, they didn't win you. And they're just going to have to live with that. We have Joan here as a name. All right. And Jam, J-A-M. Let's see. We have an R. Yeah, roar. R-O-A-R, roar is right here. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, roar, pile number 2. Okay, I need you guys to roar like a lion. Okay, we have war here, and then we have roar. I can't even say it now. Roar and war, W-A-R. Okay, so maybe some of you were dealing with people or who are in the military or that type of thing, or people who are wanting to start a war with you because you told them. We have ear here, so there could be some gossip or whatever, but we have Ram, Aries energy. Somebody wants a war, or somebody's trying to, I talked about that energy of trying to bait you or trying to get you to have an emotional reaction, pile number 2, okay? So there is some of that going on, I feel like, with this person, all right? And we have Man of War, which is a band, I think, all right? I feel like we have the name Tanner here, Tanner, okay? Lots of names, mean. I am mean, okay? Maybe these people are saying that you're being mean with the Justice card, all right? But it's like, no, I'm not mean. No mean. I am just, you know, I'm just going after what I want type of thing. Good for you. We have a Y here. My man, okay? My man. We have Jimmy here. Worry is coming down here. These people like, well, I'm worried, or maybe you've been worried in the past about how things are going to happen or how things are going to go. All right. But yeah, it's interesting the way these letters came out, right? We have army. So someone here could be, I'm a man in the army, or I'm in the military or something, but someone's still a very weak man or just has a lot of weakness about them. And I feel like some of you know that, all right? Some of you are aware of this and some of the people that you've been around. We have any, the words my and any. We also, let's see, there's just so much here, pile number 2 for you guys, all right? So I'm going to kind of leave it there. I think, don't worry, pile number 2, like that things are moving slowly, or if you're going to find the person that you're meant to be with. I truly think you are. And I truly think that you should just, put this in the rear view mirror, right? We have R-E-A-R, rear. Just put it in the rear view mirror. I feel like we have window here too. It's like they're trying to kind of get through the window and get through like a narrow. We have narrow window, like that type of thing. People have a narrow window of opportunity with you. And if they don't step up to the plate, then it's going to be on them. All right, pile number 2, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. If you enjoyed that reading and you liked it so much, I do have a little tip jar in my description box. Appreciate that so much. Definitely appreciated, not required. And if you like the video or leave me a comment, that will be just as well. And I absolutely love all of your guys' comments, and I read them all. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care, my loves. All right, let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3. Get you guys going. All right. Let's do it. Let's clear the energy. Use my bell. Okay. You can ring my bell, pile number 3. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose pile number 3, or the yellow tea light. I already was getting a message for you, pile number 3. I was getting that song, You Can Ring My Bell. And there was also something else that I was like going to say, welcome to your energy or something like that, pile number 3. So welcome to your energy, pile number 3. We're going to find out why these people, or why they stalk you, because they're envious and jealous of you. We'll get initials at the end of your reading as well to verify. This reading is more about you, pile number 3, and what you're doing right, and what good things are coming to you. And screw the haters, right? Pile number 3, like, who needs them? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm just going to turn my air on a little bit here, pile number 3, and let's go ahead and do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 3s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you so much, pile number 3, and thank you for being here, and thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to be the medium between yourself and pile number 3, okay? I just heard like, oh Lord, my God. So maybe did some of you like sing in a choir, or did you sing hymns back in the day, or did you go to church with your parents, or maybe you already do right now, okay? But it's like, oh Lord, my God. I also feel like the oh Lord, my God can be like people that betrayed you or people that hurt you. It's like, why? Like, why did this have to happen to me? I feel like you're such a bright light in the world, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see what else, okay? I feel like there's some like drastic situations and people that have done you dirty at times, pile number 3, or put you into a drastic situation where it's like, what am I gonna do, okay? And that could be with your family, it could be with a lover or with a friend, all right, or at work. But let's get some more. There's something about being intentional, pile number 3, about, you know, being intentional about your own life and the way you spend your time and energy. And I do feel like there's been people around you who've been intentionally rude, who've been intentionally, more than just rude, but intentionally aggressive towards you, or intentionally aggressing towards you. And you know, I feel like with the yellow tea light, it's the solar plexus, okay? And I do feel like you guys are very strong and you can take a lot, but maybe even when you were a child, like affecting you, you know, affecting your solar plexus energy, all right? And they just hate you because they ain't you, pile number 3. Just remember that, my loves, okay? Let's go ahead and see. Let's get more info. Oh, 3 of Swords. Yeah. Okay, pile number 3. I feel like out of all the piles, I'm just going to say this right now, that there's the energy in your pile is, I feel, a little bit more serious, okay? And some of these other piles, they were, you know, interesting, but I feel like yours is getting kind of serious, because I do feel like there's been people who have legitimately tried to betray you, stalk you, harass you, put you down, leave doubt in your heart about who you are, break your heart, intentionally be malicious, mean towards you, and maligning, like, you know, also sullying your name, or saying things about you that aren't true, that they know will hurt you, okay? And really attacking your solar plexus and your power center, pile number 3, trying to weaken you, because they're so envious and jealous that at some point you're going to overtake them, or the talents that you have, the strengths that you have. You know, some people, like when we look at the world and we see, like, you know, there are sociopaths in this world, there's narcissists in this world, and a lot of time people just want to be left alone, but these people continually try to hurt someone, try to break their heart, can't leave well enough alone, even if someone went no contact, that type of thing, pile number 3, okay? So we have the 3 of Swords here, so there could literally be 3 people for sure, and we're gonna get initials at the end of the reading. There could literally be 3 people for sure that you know have become obsessed, jealous, stalkery towards you, because they are legitimately trying to hurt you, or they have in the past, all right? And so we're gonna find out what's going on with that, pile number 3. And for some of you, it could have been like the last 3 relationships that you had too, okay? And for some of you, I'm also getting family, pile number 3, all right? You know, they say the whole thing of like gang stalking. That's what I'm getting with the 3 of Swords, like people who just can't leave someone alone when all they want is peace, okay? These type of people, pile number 3. Yeah, we have a mystery here. So it's like, I don't know why these people act this way. I don't know why they want to continually face off with me. I don't know why they act this way. Like, what about me makes them so mad that they literally can't help themselves from being shitheads, okay? Maybe some of you have just been like, I don't know. Like, I really, really don't know why they act this way. We have the runner here. So we have a fear of intimacy, listening to ego, and then codependent relationships, okay? So there might have been some codependency between you and certain people. Could be family members, relationships, etc. But people that run, break your hearts, people like, I feel you guys trying to get away, you know, from things or get away from people. And like people punishing you for that, pile number 3, which is crazy. This says, I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and wanting to date. So also in your romantic relationships, it's like, and it doesn't, you know, people being like, oh, I'm really interested in getting to know you, or I'd really like to be with you, and I'm really excited, right, to get to know you and flirt with you, and I want to date you. And then it's like they turn around and betray you or break your heart. And it's like, with this mystery here, what am I doing wrong? You know, and maybe some of you have asked yourself that. And maybe sometimes you guys feel like you keep running into people that do this to you, or you keep kind of like falling for this trap at times. Pile number 3, we're going to find out what's going on, okay? I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Yeah, and that's like this mystery, right? It's like runner. And the runner, I think in this case, for you, pile number 3 is a good thing. You know what I mean? If you're like, I just need to get away from these situations and move on to something better, then that's a good thing. You know, there's times in life, and maybe people have accused you of running or running away from your problems, but you know, the main thing is here is I will not remain stuck. I choose change, okay? And I'm not going to sit around and wait for this person to continue to hurt me or to continue to do things to me that I don't understand why they're doing them, this type of stuff. I will not stay stuck in these situations, okay? I choose to change. We have here the Queen of Heaven, and this is the Isis deck. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman, whoever you are watching this, okay? The Queen of Heaven acknowledges your authority now. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world, okay? And because you guys are directly working with this Divine Empress, this Queen of Heaven, the goddess energy, a lot of people are jealous of that, okay? And they may run from it because they run from the things that they don't understand. It's like they want to be around you with this I like you to get the benefits from you, but then when you need them to be there for you, they're nowhere to be found, okay? And Spirit's saying here, you may wonder, pile number 3, like, why did these things happen to me, or what's the purpose of all this pain, okay? I feel you, pile number 3, if those thoughts have come to you before. It says you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy and compassion and wisdom, all right? And maybe some of you have struggled with codependency too. I know I have, pile number 3. A lot of us do. It's really common, actually, especially for some of you that have really had your heart broken by people who, you know, show no remorse for what they've done, okay? We have inner worlds here. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. You know, this to me feels a little bit, I don't know, like sometimes I read these cards and I'm like, is it though? I mean, maybe you guys at times have ran from your problems, or you've run to like something new, or it's like, I'm just going to move on and forget it or whatever. And then these issues keep popping back up. But I also feel like your inner world has experienced maybe a lot of pain and a lot of abandonment at times, pile number 3, by people that you thought really liked you or would be there for you, okay? And if that really hurt you, then hey, like that's the truth of what happened, okay? Yeah, these people I feel like these people trying to tell you that something is wrong with you and being jealous of your spiritual abilities, pile number 3. We have celebration. Yeah, like I feel you guys are getting into a time in your life where you're not going to be stuck. You have change, and you're developing your authority, and you're moving into a new phase here. And I feel like some of these people don't like to see the way that you're celebrated or the way that other people care about you. Okay. It's like they don't want to see that. Okay. We have here a time to give rather than to take, new moon in Virgo. So I feel like Spirit is saying, their Spirit is celebrating you because you have so much to give, so much wisdom to share, okay? But maybe there was times when you guys felt like if you didn't keep taking something, or if you didn't keep giving, that people were going to leave you, abandon you, or run from you, okay? And feeling like that whole sense of feeling like I'm only valued for what I can do for people and not really who I am, so there is something here about your inner world, and really choosing to love yourself, I feel here too, okay? Pile number 3, and people needing and wanting things from you and wanting your energy and wanting to be a part of your life, but then turning their back on you turning their back on you or using you. I feel like pile number 3, okay? We have Sun and Gemini here, and communication. So it's like, I choose not to remain stuck. I choose change. And here we have hone your negotiation and relationship skills, all right? And we see a plane with a satellite here. So really owning your throat chakra, owning what you're saying, owning what you're doing, owning your thoughts. And, I also feel like there's something here about not taking things too personally, right? If some of you just reached a milestone and it seems like other people don't really care, they're not interested, it could be just a jealousy, envious type of a thing, okay? And, with this 3 of Swords and mystery, I feel like, it's like throwing our hands up, like, I don't know why this continues to happen. Like, I'm there for someone, for a friend or a relationship, etc., and I want to be a part of that, and I want to be in a connection where we can truly celebrate one another and give to one another, okay? But maybe some of you need to ask for more, with this hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Like, you need to ask for more in your relationships, I feel like, okay? Because I feel like you guys give all the time, and it's beautiful because you're a spiritual person and you have mercy and compassion and wisdom to share with others. And Spirit wants you to celebrate that in yourself and not run from that. But at the same time, I feel like you guys have so much to give and so much inner light that other people try to use that or take advantage of it. And I feel like they don't understand it. The other thing I feel here is that people genuinely not understanding you, okay? Like, they don't understand your motivations. They don't understand where you're coming from. They may pretend like they're an equal with you and they understand, but I feel like they don't. And I feel like they don't really understand like the mysteries of life either. And they don't understand like the concept of an inner world or the spiritual wisdom. Like, these people are very earth-based, and I feel they don't really get that. We have spiritual decree in card 41. All right. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, ask for more of what you want. If it's at work, if it's in family, relationships, etc. I'm willing to change and do the work for myself, is what I feel like Spirit wants you guys to know. And don't waste a lot of time trying to figure out like why people did what they did, okay? Some people are just like, they just can't put up with other people being celebrated, with the celebration. They just can't put up with the fact that you're taking divine authority here of your own life. They just can't deal with that. And I feel like some of you are changing here with this mystery, and Like your inner self is changing, your outer self is changing, your appearance may even be changing in some ways, or just your inner world is completely changing. And I feel like people are going to be quite surprised by this, okay? And some of the things that you're saying, or some of the things that you're asking for. I also feel like some people stalk you or become obsessed with you because they want to hear the advice that you're giving, or they want to receive the services that you're giving, but they know they can't, because it's like if you're a tarot reader and someone watches your reading and you don't want them to be any part of your life and you don't like this person anymore, but they're still watching your readings for spiritual guidance. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, okay. And some of you, if you're readers or even just in your work, these people may hover like they want something from you, or they need something from you, or they still want you to help them in some way. And it's like, no, and because you've chosen to move away from that, and not to remain stuck in that energy with those people, pile number 3, I feel like they just can't take that, it's too much for them. With this spiritual decree, I'm going to read a little bit from this card, and then we're going to go to the tarot, and then we are going to do initials, okay? I just want to see if there's anything else here. I feel like, your guides, we have the goddess and the guides like celebrating you here, telling you how much you have to give, all right? And that you should really be negotiating like more for yourself. Pile number 3, it's 111 right now in your reading. So let's go to card 41 here, okay? We have spiritual decree. All right. It's weird in your pile number 3, because I feel like there's energy here that like I'm not seeing, and which is very weird for me. And maybe it's just trying to communicate with this communication card here that there's part of your own inner world that maybe you haven't seen yet, or you haven't uncovered yet. All right. And, because I feel like some of you have been quite impacted, like emotionally, right? And just trying to sort out your emotions about things, and thinking about how you want to, how you want to build relationship skills in the future, and how you want things to impact your inner world, okay? I'm just expressing that, pile number 3, because it's like, okay, I see what these people have done, and they still are trying to be close to you to receive the benefits that you have to give, even though they're jealous assholes and haters who broke your heart here. But I feel like within you, there's like this churning and this changing going on, and, and it's something new for you, okay? And maybe some of you are going to be like writing, or you're going to be involved in communication somehow, okay? In some really amazing way that you're really going to be celebrated, pile number 3. But let's look at this spiritual decree. It says, you have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. Yeah, we have this 3 of Swords and mystery and things like that. Like, you can decide it for yourself. Okay, what do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthright of free will, voice, and empowerment? Yeah, communications, voice, and an empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion. If your answer is yes, then it's time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. You have been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions. You are that Gemini energy of like, where am I going? What am I doing? What next? You are wise in the ways of the receptive and responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the guiding power of the divine to direct your course, and yet the wishes in your heart are part of how that happens. Divine destiny is not something that just happens to you, but it is something that you co-create with spirit, okay? You are being honored for your ability to ask for guidance and to wait for signs. Yeah, like the Queen of Heaven popping through here, the Divine Empress of the Skies, okay? And this celebration of you popping through here. You are being honored for your ability to ask for guidance and wait for signs. You are also being asked to set intentions and develop faith in yourself. to trust what your heart yearns for, what you love so much that you're willing to go through the discomfort of growth to see it come to life. It is time for you to have the experience of seeing your intention blossom into manifestation. This does not mean that you have to make things happen. You're not responsible for how your manifestations occur. The universe unfolds according to its own genius, of course. But you are responsible for the words, beliefs, and intentions you express, okay? And let's see, what else? When this oracle comes up for you, it's time for you to speak your truth. What does your heart truly yearn for? Focus on it and say it out loud. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams, desires, wishes, and fantasies. Sometimes it is only in daring to speak them aloud, right, with this communications card, that we really understand what we want. It can be terrifying, liberating, exciting, and a life-changing moment. Will you speak your heart truths now? Feel your words moving the energy from deep within, okay? Don't worry about finding the perfect words. Just speak freely from your heart, okay? Let go and trust. Pile number 3. And you can see, like, you know, what's happened here and how talented you are, I feel like, pile number 3, and how giving you are. And, you know, people wanting to remain a part of that in some way, okay? And it's like, well, what do I really want? People may be breaking your heart or running from you or coming back or leaving you or choosing to hurt you. And it's like, okay, you know, what do I want? Where is it that I want to move forward in my life, okay? I choose not to remain stuck. I choose change, is what I feel like you're saying. And these people are jealous and envious because they can't change. They're completely unconscious, and they don't have the ability to change their ways, okay? They keep going back to the same thing over and over, and trying to kind of pull you into it as a way to make themselves feel better for who they are, pile number 3. But it's not going to work, okay? And it's like time for you to kind of put out there what it is that you want and communicate that, pile number 3, okay? So let's go ahead and get a tarot card here. Spirit, what can you tell us here for pile number 3? About the people that stalk pile number 3 because they're jealous and envious of them. What can you tell me here, Spirit? We have the Hanged One, okay? Yeah, they're just, you know, they're still trying to hang around and get something from you or take something from you. And, you know, because I feel like they're extremely faithless and they're stuck. These people are very, very stuck, okay? And maybe sometimes because emotionally you felt pulled to them, that, you know, you waited a little bit too long, maybe sometimes around these people as well, pile number 3, but you're getting unstuck, okay? And the Hanged One is a really good card for exploring your inner world and exploring your subconscious, your dreams, all of that, okay? And we can do all of that spiritually. But physically, I feel like it's time to take the next steps. Once we kind of sort out the internal, it's like, okay, let's go ahead and move it forward, okay? What else can you tell us here? These people are stuck, you know, and they think with the Ace of Wands, they want your power, or they want your fire, or they want your solution to their problems, okay? But then they turn around and are completely ungrateful for everything, okay? With this new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take, maybe expecting that you will always kind of like show up for them, or you will always give to them, all right? And the Ace of Wands about reclaiming our fire. And we have the 5 of Cups here with this mystery and 3 of Swords. It's like, I did everything I could to help this person, or I did everything I could in this situation to show up and be present, and I feel like I didn't make a difference. So maybe some of you have been dealing with some of these heavy feelings that we can experience in the 5 of Cups. But it's like, I'm not going to stay stuck emotionally to this situation anymore. I'm going to work on changing from within, and it will be reflected in my outer world, okay? And if you need to mourn and grieve, pile number 3, that's but like, you know, these people, the thing is here is they make you feel like shit, like you couldn't solve their problem, or you couldn't help them, or it's all on you, or you're the bad guy here, or whatever. And it's like they're just too they got bad attitudes, and they're not changing, and they don't really have it within themselves to like change or to do something different or to do something new. Okay, pile number 3. And if they see you changing and growing and breaking through barriers and going farther on your spiritual path, I feel like there is a lot of resentment and bitterness maybe towards you, because it's like, well, you left me behind. And it's like, no, no, I'm not gonna stay stuck for you, right? I will not remain stuck. I choose change. And with the 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups, there could be a lot of guilting and a lot of throwing of emotions on you, I feel like, pile number 3. So I would just say, like, you know, you have this fire within you, this Ace of Wands within you, this beautiful creativity and the ability to move emotional energy with the Hanged One and the Ace of Wands, okay? And they just don't have it. They're still looking for solutions from you, and it's like, whatever, you know, like, you got bigger things to pursue, pile number 3. You got bigger dreams to pursue, and you got, here's the Ace of Swords, right? Talking about that search for truth, you know, and I feel like this Ace of Wands, there's the Queen of Cups. Here you guys are, the empath, the intuitive, and I feel like this is Spirit here kind of knocking you on the head and saying, you know, get off the cross, step down. We are going to, you know, we're going to push it forward, okay? And we're not going to wait here forever, all right? We're not waiting for people to change. We're not getting caught up in other people's emotional dramas, okay? If they won't change and they won't do anything different, then I'm going to move on, okay? And I feel like that's what your guys' whole path is about here, but they miss you, you know what I mean? And they may try to tell you and play on your emotions, your guilt, or your feelings to try to get you back, because they love the energy that they can get from you, pile number 3. But F that, okay? F that. And you guys turning to a new direction, I feel like, with this Sun and Gemini card and communications, and really putting your own message out there instead of just focusing on this stuff, all right? So that is what I'm getting for you. Let's go ahead and get some initials, pile number 3, and them trying to act like they don't need you and they're fine without you, and making you feel like an outcast, and making you feel, you know, trying to project their grief and unhappiness with their lives onto you, you know what I mean? Or make you responsible for that. And Spirit's like, no way, you know? So yeah, no way. And I feel like you guys could definitely be spiritual counselors, helping people get through difficult times in their lives, pile number 3, with this Hanged One and the Ace of Wands. Or maybe you actually do some type of counseling, but some people just don't want really to be helped. They just want to stay miserable and then, you know, stalk you when you're actually moving energy and moving forward, okay? So let's go ahead and get some initials for pile number 3, please. Okay, we have a B. I think this is the first B that came up in all the piles so far. We have an N, ban. So maybe you like ban some people from your life or block some people. We could also have Ben. We have bent. Yeah. You've bent over backwards, I feel like, pile number 3, for certain people, but it's time to wake up the sleeping giant within. You know what I'm saying? We have the H here. H, hot. You've been hot, pile number 3. You've been hot. You're still hot. You're still hot. We have BK, book. We have this communication, all right? And writing or books or this type of thing. Putting messages out there, all right, about what it is that you know, and, you know, guidance maybe that you have for others. We have here, I feel like take is here too, TK, all right? Yeah, TK. We have a W. We have TV, TV, not working, TV, okay? Some people like a book, some people like to watch TV, some people like to just give up on everything. Other people are trying to, you know, getting out of being stuck. And maybe some of you guys are like, yeah, I need to stop watching so much TV when I'm not working, or I need to, so I can really tap into what I really want right here with this spiritual decree. All right, we have WV, which could be West Virginia. I also feel like with NW, we have like New World, right? So creating this new world for you with this Ace of Wands and Hangman, all right? It's like, I'm gonna get out of this and not be stuck, and I'm gonna create this new world, okay? And yeah, we have a C here. I think this is the first C that came up. There's cat. If we had an A, we'd have cat, but I also feel like it's like can't, you know, C-A-N-T, like can't, like I can't or something. And this is like I can't, or I won't, or I can't, all right? And some of you may have people around you who refuse to change no matter what. No matter how much you give, no matter what you do, it's like they won't change and they're not changing. But you are, okay? I choose change for you, okay? Pile number 3, we have GY, which makes me think, of course, of gay. So maybe some people here identify with the LGBTQ community, but we also have booking, a booking, something about a booking or speaking, booking something. Let's see. TW, I feel like we're missing the I, but we could have twin. There's the N, okay? So maybe some of you are actually twins, or you know, you're thinking about a twin flame here with this 3 of Swords and mystery, and someone that runs but then wants to come back but stays stuck, and you keep giving, you know, this type of thing. I feel like this is over, okay? We have a J here, a J, and we also have an L, gladly. It's like gladly, you know, I'll gladly, I want to get away from this energy. I don't want to be around it anymore, okay? We have a Q here, a Q, and we have NV, which could be Nevada, or LV, Nevada, Las Vegas, okay? I see that a lot in readings. It's interesting. Let me know if you've been there, or you live there, or you're thinking of going there. And let's get one more. Not a lot of vowels here. Pile number 3. A lot of consonants, but not a lot of vowels. Let's see. We have a U. There's a U. Guy. Guy. Okay. BKG guy, or book guy. Like someone's a book guy and not TV, or someone enjoys that more. Let's see. I feel like we could have cunning here. Cunning. I feel like we could also have clingy. Okay? And, you know, some people, like, after you decide to move on, some people maybe even being very clingy to you, pile number 3. Okay? And maybe they tried to tell you that you were, and it's like, whatever. LUV, love. If someone spoke to you like love, LUV, like spelled it that way to you, I feel they're coming through in this reading too. And nut, N-U-T, nutty, N-U-T-T-Y, like this guy is nutty, or this person is nutty. Anyway, let's see. Cut, C-U-T, C-U-N-T. All right, so there is a C-U-N-T, pile number 3. Do you know who that is? Who's this C-U-N-T that has been judging you, or has been trying to copy you or judge you or try to take from you when you guys are giving? All right, who's doing that? We also have July. We have July guy, so maybe someone here was born in July. We could have Cancer or Leo. Those are in July. Nun, N-U-N. It's like, I'm just going to become a nun or something. We have blunt, blunt. So someone could be hitting a blunt or someone is very blunt. Okay, and Spirit's saying with this communication, maybe it's time for you guys to be kind of blunt about things. All right, and we have gun, G-U-N here. We also have June. Anything else that I want to bring out here? Tug. And yeah, like a tug of war, okay? Pile number 3. I'm feeling very contemplative as I end your reading, and maybe with this inner worlds here and communication, you guys have been kind of in your inner world and very contemplative too. But I feel like Spirit's coming to wake you up with this Ace of Wands and is like, let's go, you know, and let's talk about what you want and celebrate how far you've come. And let's try to, you know, sometimes we always want a reason why someone treated us the way that we do, and that could hold us back from moving forward, right? With this 3 of Swords and mystery, it's like we want to know, like, I was good to this person, Queen of Cups, I was there for them, why would they treat me that way? And, you know, why would they do me like that? That type of thing. But sometimes we can get super stuck, like, you know, wondering what's going on. You know what I mean? And so it's time to maybe let go of some of that emotional intensity and just choose to move forward, right? And there may be something with communication or the way that you communicate that's going to be really good for you guys and maybe even put you on the map in some way, okay? Like publicly, I feel like pile number 3. Very interesting energy for you guys in pile number 3. I hope oh, we have the name Lucy. Lucy is here too. Lucy. Juicy Lucy. All right, pile number 3. That is what I'm getting for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed your readings today. I send you guys many blessings on your path, okay? And be safe during the eclipse, please, and guard your energy and be careful. Take care, everyone.